Well, hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program video. Okay, so to pick up where we left off in the last episode, I've sent I made a Jool diver, plane that I was sent into Jool's atmosphere, and then, I managed to successfully get out of Jool's atmosphere, but only with just barely enough Delta V left to actually reach Laythe. And I think my original plan was that I was going to go out to either Bop or Paul out here so I can actually refuel it to go back to Kerbin, but just didn't have enough Delta V left to make it to there, so I had to settle for Laythe instead. But due to an error with I guess I forgot to put it on when I was building it, or maybe when I was making it or something, but okay, so this is the plane we actually, of course, we water landed and beached in the last episode. But I don't know if you can see, but well, this plane is missing a rather important piece that's in the front. It's the front landing gear. And it just occurred to me that it's also probably impossible for us to actually for it to take off in the state. Though. Okay, so here's our plane that I think we've stranded on Laythe in the last episode. Oh, and on off camera, I actually tried to can this thing actually take off? And was able to do that. And well, so what I had, in order to do that, I had to get this back into the water, which I've done by disabling, it's all these engines on the right side, and then once in the water, I re-enabled them, and then it's using the closed cycle mode of these engines, the fuel burning mode. I was able to just about I was able to get this out of the water, but with almost no fuel left to spare, meaning it probably won't be able to get into a Laythe orbit. And then I figured, well, I'll just use the mining drills that I actually put on this thing. But then I had the realization, I think I put those on a part that either I forgot to put them on, or I put them on and that pod on the bottom that blew off when we were actually when I actually beached this thing. But I think we'll do a rescue mission anyway. But in between now and me posting that last video, so actually in between last video and now, I actually got to talking with one of my viewers, and also with them in Star Crusher's Discord, which I've actually started just recently, became more active in as of I think yesterday. And I just posted about my kind of my whole Jool diving mission there, and one of the and someone there actually suggested that there actually is a even better mod that adds nuclear jet engines that are actually even better than the Project EU engines, and it's the same person that also made the OPT spaceplane mod that I've actually kind of been using for my my planes in the series, and oh, and the reason why this looks a bit different is I think that as one of the included mods when I was installing this on CCAN. It was also a like a mod that like better organizes parts, and also kind of has these. I think these tell you like what size they are, like in diameter. But so the mod is this one. Basically, it's basically just jet engines, but just nuclear jet engines. But the like these are really like compared to the Project EU engines I've been using, these basically blow them out of the water. Like, I guess I can demonstrate that really quickly. So this is so this is my plane design I've actually kind of used throughout the series, including my my Sarnis, Urim, and Neodon diving missions. Okay, so this is I'm just gonna show how quickly this plane actually can take off and also start getting into supersonic speeds. Okay, so that was with the Project EU engines. And so let's actually... I did actually build like a different plane just to test these out with, but I feel like it'd sell this more if I actually were to use the same plane design, just so you can see just the difference these engines make. Okay, so this is with two of the base sword engines from this mod, as they're called. Yeah. Look at that. Like where we just, this is just, mind you, this is only the jet engines like actually running. Like this is like from air intake power only. So yeah, that's not, there's not even a a fair comparison between the two. It was with the Project EWU engines, I couldn't even get out of the get my apoapsis out of the atmosphere. But with these, I've actually way overshot. Like I think on another attempt, I was able to, by flying more horizontally, like in the upper atmosphere, I was able to pretty much almost get a full orbit just from flying, just from flying horizontally in the atmosphere. But I think these are going to be my go-to nuclear jet engines from now on, just because they perform so much better than the Project EWU engines. It's not even a fair comparison. Yeah, but this is the plane I think I designed initially to test these out. I think this is what we're going to use to rescue our Kerbals that are stuck on Laythe right now. Also seems like the engine plumes have this like effect where like if you move the camera into it, it like kind of warps the like the light. Kind of interesting. Yeah, but when I first tested this out, like, so when I first actually installed this, and then I just made this quick little plane to test these out to see how they perform. I was just like, no freaking way. Like these are just like, it's like these absolutely just give the Project EWU engines a run for their money. It's just like, just absolutely blow them out of the water. And also with this plane, actually, I actually tested this in Jool's atmosphere, and I kid you not, this plane, just with the two base alarms, this thing was actually capable of getting out of Jool's atmosphere just with these engines, whereas like the nuclear saltwater engine isn't even required anymore, which is just crazy for these. Okay, it seems like this plane doesn't quite perform as well as the other one, but this is it still kind of goes to show just how impressive these engines are. At least impressive to me anyway. Like, we're basically almost in orbit at this point. Okay, I'm thinking about what I want to do next. Like, I was thinking maybe I should launch an interplanetary stage to help get this thing to Jool, but I just realized that we actually do have more than enough Delta V to get there, just with this ship. But just to be sure, I think I'm gonna go to refuel on Minmus. Oh, I was going for Paul, but looks like we have a free Laythe encounter. Okay, so it looks like our stranded SSTO is due north, so let's get going. Yeah, I think they're just out there. Yeah, I can see them. Okay, now it's just a matter of getting down this hill without breaking our plane. And now we're just coming into view. Okay, I don't want us to be sliding. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to do this. Okay, stop. Thank you. Okay, so let's get these guys out. Okay, I think I want to get them a bit closer. Okay, so I think we'll refuel our plane here and then we'll take off. Okay, after much frustration, after I once again having ran into the dreaded landing state bug, here we are lifting off from Laythe. Oh, and I also off camera just climbed up this giant like hill that apparently this piece of land is. Like, it's just basically a big hill going up from the ocean up to about this level. Okay, this might be a little daring, but I would like to see how I actually would like to show how this plane actually performs in Jool's atmosphere, so I mean, even if this might require another rescue mission, I think this might be worth doing just to show this. Okay, we are back in Jool orbit. I actually find it rather hilarious that this eclipse happened right as I was ascending through the clouds, and then as we get into orbit, we're basically catching back up with it. But unfortunately, it looks like we don't have enough fuel for, or we don't have enough Delta V for another Laythe encounter. So what I'm gonna do is raise the orbit a little bit. And I guess we're just gonna have to do a rescue mission. Okay, this docking is gonna be a little interesting. We have to go to this docking port here. Okay, and which what I did is I just set control from here, so we're actually controlling from the docking port. And set that as a target, and just have the plane just to orient itself to face it. I think it would be easier to control it from this sky. And there we go. And now it's just a matter of transferring fuel from this to the plane. Okay, so... Well, here's the deal now. This plane, like, actually in space, actually at least these engines running in rocket engine mode are actually rather inefficient. Well, I guess they're kind of like the Project Ewu engines. They're more efficient than most rocket engines, but not quite as good as like the Nerve, for example. So I think what we'll try to do is maybe use this thing to actually do maneuvers with, but as well, having this plane this way might not make that possible, but I guess we can always give it a try. So what I might be able to do was, well, looks like persistent thrust might save us here. Like, it basically, that allows us to, well, if you have an asymmetrical ship, you can kind of, like, cheat the physics that way. Like, you can basically, like, just do on-rails, burns. So it's like it basically disregards all physics. Hey, looks like, have a bit of a problem. Or don't have quite enough Delta V to actually get into orbit around Kerbin, so unless it looks like we're gonna have to do multiple flybys. Like, that is gonna already put us in that orbit, which actually is not too shabby. So it's like, just by passing by Kerbin, we're getting a gravity break. Okay. It's time for us to return to Kerbin. We'll deorbit and land on Kerbin, I should say. Yeah, I would like to try for a KSC landing if possible, but... Yeah, it looks like we might overshoot it. If that's okay. This might be dumb. Or not. It looks like that backflip maneuver actually worked. He's changing our direction. Oh, apparently the KSC is back there. This is one heck of a storm that's actually over the KSC right now. Wow. Yeah, just waiting to see if there's like any crazy lightning that happens. Well, anyway, I think we'll end this here. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, Dusty Circuit here, with some more Kerbal Space Program content. Yeah, if you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to see my next videos, just hit the bell for notifications. Peace out. Bye.